Greetings, fellow Wendigos. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to episode 121 of Wendigos, which originally streamed live on Twitch. Built the reactor after having defended ourselves against hordes of tribals. A little reminder, of course, that adds... where is that? Not the poor drifters. What? Here we go. Hordes of tribals. So we have multiple lifetimes worth of meat just sort of sitting around the ship. Honestly, is this like a ship soup? A human meat ship soup? Something like that. But yeah, there is no shortage of carnage around this map tile. You can see all of the pod drop raiders, the raids that thought they could but couldn't, and then the raids that thought they could, and then my allies showed up. So it has been pretty interesting, this reactor raids. I haven't had any major trouble yet, but I think it's possible that I get a pod drop raid to the middle of the base, and that would be obviously a lot more damaging than most of the other raids we've had so far. We do have a lot of special weapons left. We've got anti-grain warheads, triple launchers, doomsday launchers. We've got a madness. I even had a raid show up with 2 doomsday launchers and 3 triple launchers, and we stole every single one of them. Psycasts are obviously dramatically overpowered, and I would like to think, pretty good at using them and tormenting my enemies and using their strengths as weaknesses, like ripping people for their low shield packs, which we did at this siege. So we're picking up in the middle of the reactor raids. We are down 4 days, have 10 left. Our colony wealth has pushed past 1 million due to all the excess death on the map tile. And then if you take a look at the graph of raids, we are obviously due for a raid pretty much the moment I hit on pause. So here we go, I guess. And I'm excited about that. Hey, everybody in the activity feed here. Let me catch up on this. Glitch, thank you for the bits, as always. I really can't express gratitude enough. I'm bad at expressing gratitude, but 29 months of a resub from you, 30 from Camasia. That is like a longer relationship than most of my relationships. And then Matt, Zadio, Byron, Camasia again, Penguin, Addy, and Mal. Thank you for the bits, the resubs, the gifts, and welcome. All right, so I was right. I honestly, it's like I'm prescient. I should have played a role in Minority Report or something as a precog. Where is this siege? Oh, it must be landing. Oh, no, it walked in. And not only did it walk in, some of the people that walked in have been shot by me previously. So Cowley shot this dude up. Cowley, Islotus, Mallet, Cowley, and Ven shot this dude. He obviously escaped and he's back. What kind of weapons do they have? Oh, you don't have any doomsday launchers. You barely have anything of range. They have 2 feral anti-material rifles, 2 bolt action rifles, and like that is the only ranged things. They do have some chain shotguns, so those are pretty dangerous when you get nice and close. But I know I've only been on pause for like 10 seconds, but that's all it took for a raid. How should I deal with this raid? So we've got traditional combat, doomsday, anti-grain, psycasts, madness, trying to think, or something else, which would be viewer submitted. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but there you go. We've got some options there. Oh, I guess I could shell them, but yeah, no, let me put that in. I'm bad at this. All right, I'm gonna get rid of the something else and put in mortar shells. We have enough barrels and mortar shells that we could just shell them and force them into a regular attack. One of the advantages of forcing in a siege into a regular attack is then they're not a sapper or breacher. They will go through your traps and they will get splashed by my very aggressively built kill box. We haven't used any of the fire yet on anyone, but we really haven't needed it because everybody dies. The amount of corpses I have on this map tile is something ridiculous, though. I'm going to try to get while you vote, a quick count. 180. So if I was to ballpark it, I would say that there's like 350. Actually, numbers. Corpses. Okay, so I guess 350. It's 369. Bob Barker would be proud. Holy cow, that's a lot of corpses. My save game file size is probably something ridiculous. Okay. Well, it looks like mortar shells will be our answer here. And I'm going to get Slast and Raptor to hop on these mortar shells. I'm going to have them hold fire for a bit. I think I have an anti-grain shell I'm going to extract because we're not anti-graining. And we'll get started. Beavis, thank you for gifting 5 subs out to the community. I wanted to let you know that I did get your pawn and you will be added to the credits quite soon. So we'll go with the mortar shell strategy here. The mortar shell strategy is not likely to kill them all. What's likely to happen is that they, oh, no, don't do that. That they have enough losses that they attack the colony. Or tribe, whatever you want to call it. Another thing I probably ought to do is to wait until these guys get their supply drop. Not that I need supplies, but it doesn't hurt to have extra mortar shells or something like that. And I'm going to set my animals inside and everybody else inside. Provided that the mortar shells are... Oh, that's inside barn. Whoopsie. Yes, so this inside, this mortar area is allowed. And that's all that I really cared about. Because I don't want anyone wandering out there and getting splashed. So everybody is traveling. Oh, Viper was juggling drugs. Yeah, that's one of the problems with him being a chemical interest is there's obviously a ton of drugs everywhere. Right? There's just piles and piles of drugs. Here's some yayo, some, some tea, and it's going to be... I could pause and spend half an hour, like, zoning him away from being able to handle those drugs. But, let's see if he has chased the Viper. No, he's good. He hasn't actually done any drugs. Interesting. I really would have expected him to, but I'd be wrong. All right, so both of these mortars are loaded. I hear their supplies coming down. I think I'm actually going to aim for their shells, because that would be funny. So set force target. Why isn't it letting me set force target? This is weird. Oh. They already launched it. Oh, dang. All right. Well, wherever those go, they go. Yep. And they're assaulting the colony because I did just happen to hit the shells, killed 7, wounded a whole lot, and now they are attacking the colony. So I guess we determined that their weapons aren't that great. I think what I'm going to do is, yeah, let's get on out here and just shred them. Do I have a low shield? Yeah, someone has a low shield pack, so I'm just going to low shield pack death them. While Zleb and Moles rearms the mortars for later. I'm going to send some brawlers, but I don't think they have a lot of brawlers in this group. No, they have like one person with a knife. Okay, I don't need my brawlers then. I'm gonna leave them out of that. So who's got the low shielder? It should be obvious because it should be poking out of their back. Don't tell me I have to click everybody individually. That would be obnoxious. I'll have Glitch join as well, just so that I have Psycast backup. Not that I suspect it's gonna come to that. I could also use incendiary lances, things like that, because I have a lot of them. And okay, so it looks like a Slotus has the pack. And I'm planning on just popping the low shield pack because I have plenty others, and then shooting them without having to risk me getting shot. And we are in range. Done. Choke up a little closer, and let's have Slast hit the marksman command. And these guys should go bye-bye nearly immediately. They're pretty armored, though. Oh, and let's not get hit by Molotovs, thank you. Alright, Moles is almost done rearming the mortars. Yeah, these guys are tankier than, you know, impressively tanky, I guess. Now, another thing I could do is I could always call in a skip shield. Because this low shield... Actually, the low shield is still good for 12 more seconds. And I don't really even have to do very much. They're just walking in. Hey, Cruzio, congrats on your 2 years. Alright, so here's a few more people that need, I guess they did have some brawlers. So what I'm doing instead of skip shielding is I'm just going to berserk some of them to keep pressure off of my my shooters. So my shooters they have just lost their shields. I think Ven took a few shots to an ear. Not really a big deal. And now they're fighting and they're fleeing. Okay, so done. I got shot like twice. Not a big deal. And they're still fighting one another. That is hilarious. So one of the things I wanted to do is to haul in all the drugs. I'm going to schedule everybody to unrestrict except for Viper. Not that it really, again, matters because, you know, he has access to so many drugs out here anyway. And Eli the Butcher, you will tend to Ven. Now, it looks like some of them are getting a little pre-cooked. I know. Just a little bit. If I was at a loss of meat, I would do something about it, but honestly, looking around the map, I don't think it's going to be much of an issue. Alright, I'm not even going to bother hunting down the rest. I'll see you later. I'm curious how many of them they send back. So, I guess we destroyed the regular shells, but we didn't destroy the incendiaries. Not that they make for very effective weaponry. One more raid down. Oh, I actually set the animals to animal hauling, not to the ranch. Okay, oh well. Do we have... execution... So, Prime Slaughter is on a 2-day cooldown. I'm sure we're going to be attacked again sometime in the next 2 days. But... this person actually doesn't have too many injuries, so I'm just going to capture them for Prime Slaughter ritual. I don't think I really need the mood. Everybody's in a pretty good mood up there, but, you know. How much time's left on the reactor? Probably 9 and change. Yep, 9.7. We started off at 10 days. Not bad. Alright, Raptor, you are going to tend ISIS. Oh, great. I'm sacrificing ISIS. Works for me. The whole world will owe me a favor. Bye, ISIS. You went from caliphate to califood. I wonder how many more raids we're gonna have. You know, we're like a third of the way in, and we've had something like 6 raids. Hey, Ascandia, thanks for the resub. And Mocus Foralis, thank you for the follow. Hey there, there's the Nightbot. The scheduled message. A little reminder. I need a big raid that pod drops in the middle of the colony. I wouldn't even say that that would be particularly hard, only if and only if my Psycasters were indisposed somehow, and if and only if they had like Doomsday launchers, triple launchers, etc., or they managed to trigger Antigrain Warhead or something like that. Because having an moles. Having an Antigrain Warhead sitting here is honestly dangerous, but I'm also too lazy to move it, so. An idea for a prediction, number of raids until Reactor is ready. Well, the problem is, it's, I mean, you could do that as a prediction, but the problem is, it'd be like, what? Less than 10, greater than 10, something like that. I'm just trying to think of, like, the thresholds, because it's not exactly obvious. Ooh, some Luciferiums out there, huh? Hey, Eli. Welcome to the stream. I hope playing a little bit of Zomboid was fun. You got nibbled, I'm assuming. Everybody's first play is nibbled. Kind of, oh, Viper is cleaning up there. No, thank you. It kind of reminds me of when Neo first made the jump in the Matrix, and it's like, oh, everybody falls the first time. That's exactly how Zomboid is like. Oh, everybody dies their first Zomboid playthrough. Nope, nobody survives. That's not even a reasonable thing to expect. And I think that is entirely and fully true. Something I just noticed is I'm very low on components. So I'm going to make a special effort to haul components that came down with these raids. Because I'm down to 17, which is honestly terrible, especially if I'm going to have to build a ship. Because ships take buckets of components. You know, 3 per beam. These are 4 because it's advanced components, 6, you know, so on and so forth. So, and then the individual sleeper pods require a whole bunch as well. You know, 6 components per 3 of each quality. Yep. Oh, here we go. Raid of Fleshless. Oh, wow. I lucked out. So it targeted one of my colonists at random, and it chose Zleb. I see an error in your targeting. Everybody else would have been a worse target except for moles. So it picks Zleb, and this little Fleshless raid will absolutely get smoked. I'm just having Zleb hop a little bit, so I don't have to, he doesn't take any unnecessary shots. I might not even put my animals back into the ranch. Yeah, I'm not going to do that for this. This raid doesn't warrant that. So the plan here is to... let's do a smash formation. I think that's what I want to do. So my shooters here, except for Ven. Ven, you're not hurt in a way that matters, I don't think. Left hand and ear, yeah, you're fine. Alright, don't break glitch your shield. So I'm just gonna pull centipedes and berserk so that I don't have to fight them all at once. I just don't like the fire centipedes. They're annoying. And this one is probably gonna shoot at me in a second. There. Aim at the scyther there. Oh, shield broke. Mallet, you're up then. Although you don't ever come with a shield. Maybe I could do one better. Yeah, let's just lance him. That'll be easier. One lance and 2 lances. Okay. Line up. Close the distance. Glitch, you go rest. And this is absolutely devastating. Don't you aim at me. It's like stun locked. Alright, we're done. Shooters, you can go home. Apoleus got bruised a little bit. I got hit once. I also jumped into a fire. That's just aiming problems. Fangface actually got hit real hard. What the heck? That pikeman bruised you so badly. Same with Ambers. It's kind of strange because you don't usually see pikemen able to headbutt quite that effectively. Mechanoids, because they shred into shipbuilding materials, I'm going to unforbid them. And now they're dead, too. Oh, and I got some free components out of that. So don't mind. I guess they're technically not free. I had to, like, murder giant robots for them. But still, they feel free. Moles. Before you walk home, let's get the components. And then... Barbara. Let's get the components from down here. What is the percentage chance that mechs will drop? I think the percentage chance depends on difficulty. So I don't know if I can really answer that. I definitely don't know the answer off the top of my head. But even if I did, I think it's variable. Oh, I need meals. Meals. Raptor. Oh, what is going on here? Why? What is going on here? Where are my meals? Is it counting these meals out here? It must be. It must be. So the problem is my fine cannibal meals is paused because enough of these raiders have dropped fine meals, but I don't want to count those meals. So look in fine meals instead. Okay, there we go. So I have to tell it specifically what stockpile to look in. And my stockpile is empty, so get cooking, because people are starving. Alright, we have some really minor injuries here. With healing enhancers, these will go away in, like, overnight. But... Eli. Let's have you do some tending. These aren't surgeries, so I'm not going to get killed for it. I'm surprised it would even count forbidden meals, because I do believe I have pretty much all the meals out here forbidden, but whatever. Combat supplier coming in. You know, it's not safe for you. Well, okay, it's not safe for you, but I'm gonna run over to you and trade as fast as I can, because there's so many weapons on the map tile right now that I could sell to you, that it would be a good way to clean up. So let's go. Oh, Isis got an infection. You know, Isis, I don't care, because we're going to sacrifice you probably before that infection takes you. So we'll tend to it with no meds, because who cares about you? Alrighty. We have the meals coming. The other thing I might need to do, sometimes the traders want you to have a stockpile of where the weapons are that you want to sell, so I'm just going to crudely make a stockpile that has nothing in it, so we never haul to it. Alright, we are going to sell Smoke Leaf Flake Yayo, because I don't trust Viper. Oh my god, I have so many pack of survival meals out on the map tile that are valid to sell. Don't want them, though. Mostly what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to get rid of the junk that is everywhere. And Oryxbane, thank you for the follow. Yarrow Basario, thank you for the resub. Mr. Slim for the follow as well. Thank you, guys. I sometimes miss things mid-raid. I hope you understand. Is there anything we can buy from them? That is the kicker. Because otherwise, a lot of this is just going to be donations. They have a Prestige Cataphract helmet. I'll buy it. I don't need it. But I'll buy it just to balance this budget. Another thing to consider is grenades are kind of dangerous to have lying around outside. Because if they, if perchance they get triggered and I'm near them, they blow up and they hurt me, so I don't really want grenades anywhere close. I think that's my smoke launcher that I use against mech clusters. Oh, this is wonderful. So I could donate. And I think what I'm going to do is gift... Oh, this will take me a minute. But gift, like, everything that I don't want. Even though it goes well above the maximum, I don't care. It's just sort of a garbage trash removal. Oh, we're getting into things I want to keep, the Sniper Rifles. Not that crank gun. Not the charge rifle. Yeah, alright. Should be a lot cleaner out here now. Basically all weapons removed. More or less everywhere. Yeah, it is a lot cleaner. We didn't get these weapons delivered because it wasn't in stockpile, so it's not going to be perfect. One of the things that I could do is call in another caravan. Oh, well, obviously not with the celeb. 2 days. Okay, I won't be calling them in anytime soon. There's an issue that if she becomes incapable of walking, I can't sacrifice her. It's true. It's why I can always lop off her leg. Oh, we have an Exoticus trader coming in too. Hey, Glitch. Glitch that never sleeps. All day long, humans he reaps. Yeah, if I have to lop off Isis's leg, I'm not against doing that. There's random piles of shells just laying on the ice too. I mean, I know. There's 6 shells here. And like, what are we gonna do? There's probably something like 500 items out there to be hauled. It's entirely unreasonable that they would be hauled during the reactor raids. I feel like there's a reoccurring theme, especially on YouTube comments, not so much you guys, because I think you guys get it. Not that I'm trying to pick on YouTube comments, but there's a lot of YouTube comments that I get every now and then that are like, you should have done X, Y, and Z. It's like, do you know how much effort that is? Do you know how busy I am when I'm getting shot by like tens of thousands of enemies? Like, yeah, ideally I get the chance to go do whatever it is that you want me to do, but the reality is reactor raids kind of makes you busy, and you don't get to run the errands and clean the map when you have, 100 people showing up every 24 hours. Just not how that works. I think I'm going to sell some of the bison. No, I'm not going to. There's a possibility of me needing to move mass amounts of shipbuilding materials with the bison once the raids are done. Yep. So I guess this is the trade. Very, very underwhelming. I'm going to see if there's anything that I can sell off from these zones here. Because maybe it was because I didn't have it stockpiled, but I don't think that's the case. No, it's not the case. There's nothing else in the trade queue, except for the meals. I guess I could sell 500 meals. Oh my god. That is a lot of food. Okay, well, it's all vegetarian meals, so it's not like our Wendigo are ever going to want to eat it. But they, all these enemies showed up to feed an army, and all they're doing is feeding my army. That's how it goes. Moles, would you be so kind as to eat? Yeah, I could have Glitch while he walks back grab these shells. I don't think I'm really going to need all the shells. We used 2 of them in the last raid, and I don't see that we're going to use the remaining, like, 17 that we have anytime soon. Shells are particularly useful against mech clusters, I would say. And reactor raids don't tend to send mech clusters. I mean, you could get them, but it'd be pretty unusual. Dangerous temperature? It's only negative 23. What's dangerous about that? Yeah, these Wendigo are disappointing. Disappointing Wendigo. I should just have a map stockpile with anything and just keep it? Yeah, I could do that. Doesn't make a ton of sense, but I could do that. Because then, if I did that, nothing would ever really be hauled. Or, it would be, but it'd be kind of annoying. Alright. So we finally got a heal root harvest going, which is good. This is on the wrong map tile. Lagugo. Alright, Lagugo. He doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah, mass hauling is not something you can really do during the raids. Which is why I haven't been doing it. Also, like, I don't really need most of this stuff. This stuff here I should grab, though. The shield core I bought, the advanced components, and the regular components. I'll haul the goat juice, too, and the wake up. So now we have pointless combat music, because this person here has no hope of doing any damage to us. Just the way it is sometimes, right? And pilgrims arrive to venerate the Wendiglaive. Yeah, okay. You're coming at a kind of a bad time for yourselves, but good luck. I hope you make it out alive. I guess. Yeah, I could tell that the corpses here, I don't know if you guys can tell on the stream, but it's definitely a little slower because there's so much data here from all these dead bodies that it's slowing everything down. I'm gonna try to haul some of the silver too. Not that I really care. I've got 18,000 of it sitting in stockpiles now. But it wouldn't hurt. Alright, I'll leave the pilgrims up so I can track them. Because I think it's very likely that they don't make it out. Yeah, these tribals, they don't really understand what a reactor raid is. They showed up to the wrong map tile. They got the wrong address. How embarrassing it is for them. So we have 1 day until we can sacrifice Isis, which sounds awesome. We'll, well, they have it coming. I'll put it that way. We do have a little bit of room for animal meats, so I'm going to unsuspend the butcher animals so that we can get through the Arctic wolves, and then once we do that, my guess is we'll have more need for human meat, so I'll flip-flop it. We have basically 0 days until we can re-feast. It's almost off cooldown. The thing about the feast is it takes a long time, and it's almost surely to be interrupted by a raid unless we feast immediately after a raid finishes up, which is always a possibility, of course, but I'd have to wait until next raid comes down. Oh boy, that is lots of hauling. What are you working on? A sniper rifle shredder? Cool. Oh no! Shredder and Ven asked for some space. Okay. Well, there goes that relationship. Shredder, you don't even get to keep the bed. You broke it up. Rules are rules. Where is Ven? Here's Ven. And then you are gonna need a new bed. Which is funny because I have this monument sitting right there. Let me put the monument here. And queue a bed up for you. And I'll make it with a Mother Raptor. So it's actually a good one. So what was that log? Doesn't really say what it was about. Ven spoke about making parkas, and Shredder was like, don't tease me about making parkas. We're done. We're over. Oh, only a good quality bed, too? Oof. Well. You break up the relationship. That's the cost. Genevieve is leaving, which is kind of pointless because I'm already at maximum rep with the other Wendigo, but sure. We have a little bit of gentle snow removing all this beautiful blood that's out here, which honestly just makes me sad. And let's see, Yagugo, or whatever your name is, Lagugo, what are you even doing? You don't even know what you're doing. Most ineffectual raiders ever. What's funny is this map tile's been raided, I don't know, at least half a dozen times, and not a single raider has managed to even bother to hit my actual structure. They're just so busy doing other things. Oh, here comes a raid. No, it's not. Unknown nomads. Should I accept the nomads? It would really only be to shoot them and kill them. But I don't know. You can vote. So we've got 4 days on this. Now these guys here that are coming to venerate the Wendiglaive, they're all Wendigo, right? Only people of your own faction venerate your relics. So although only one of these guys is a cannibal, technically they're all Wendigo. Other Wendigo have other rules. I have my own sets of rules. So my rules is everybody has to be an obligate cannibal. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we'll betray pilgrims. Pilgrims are fine. They are all Wendigo. However, the nomads are not Wendigo. They're in their own little faction, and yeah. Hey, I'm rooting for you guys to get out. And when you do, maybe like gift me like an anti-grain warhead. Alright, so now that we're done butchering animals, I'm gonna go back to butchering humans. The reason is there are some other animals out here like the Gutchers and the Ogrenauts. These are technically animals. They're part of the Feral Faction pack, but I don't really need their meat. Nor do I want to run all the way out there to haul them. Yeah, so here we're about to butcher a gutcher. Scanning some steel way up north. This raider is going to die of hypothermia, I think, before they manage to do anything of damage. Yep, you're dead. Bye-bye. May the winter consume you. One of the problems here for this female is we have a psychic suppression of females as a result of a previous quest, but because we don't really inhabit the area, I haven't bothered to destroy the second suppressor. So this raider here is not suppressed? Why not? I think this suppressor was for females, right? It should tell me the gender, shouldn't it? Oh, here we go. Here's another raid. Oh, I didn't mean to jump to location. So they're coming in from the southeast. It's a breach raid because they have thumpers or termites with thump cannons. And you guys say accept the nomads. Okay, by 1 vote, sure. And they are in the southwest, and I'm gonna have them run face first into the mech cluster, or this mech group. And I'll rally my own people to just work on the mech group. I'm just gonna treat this raid with no special tactics, just sort of traditional raiding, traditional fighting. I'm also gonna hope that Dem Tacos and Blizz don't go and get themselves killed. So these nomads here are post-technologicalism, transhumanist human primacy loyalists. Oh boy, are we ever not gonna get along. Just kind of moot, because you're kind of gonna die. So, brawlers out front to tank, shooters in back, and Maxu Finn, thank you for the resub. Half a year. Kick those mechs. Oh, I plan on it. Onward, my soon to be very abused refugees. Oh, you got shot to death? All right, at this point, I want to hit a berserk. And then let's start tearing up the big mechs. Ouch! Headbutted for 2/3 of your leg removed. That seems a little rough. Where's the one I berserked? Oh, this one. There it goes. Because I obviously don't want to tank. Alright, who's next? You? And then, with the layup, Mallet will skip the rest. Next berserk will be you. And that one's dead. And the layup skip. And we're nearly done. Okay, you, Fangface nearly does not have a leg anymore, so to the hospital. Alright, who's coming next? You are coming next. Don't, whatever I just typed, don't do that. I missed the skip. Alright, having glitch back. Okay, they're shooting a glitch. Let me just skip out. And now that most of their big guys are down, I'm going to move forward. Where's Mallet? Because I don't like the amount of shots they're shooting me with. In fact, I don't like it so much. I'm coming to you. So, my brawlers will close the distance to the large mechs. Sleb, Moles, Barbara, Amber's, Eli. Shooter's back up. Ooh, good swipe. There was obviously safer ways to do this, but this is the fun way, so the fun way will always win. Having Zleb back up. His health looks a little low. Yeah, he has 1 hit point left on that leg. Ow, don't shoot me. And they're all gone. Now let's go to the allowed tool and drag. And we're done. Obviously some patching needing to be done, but bye-bye Mechanoids. And I also failed the quest. Strangely enough, all but 2 of the refugees made it out, so that's too bad. I would have liked to see more of them die. Not that I need the meat, but just, I'd like to see them die. And we have a burn scar, aching Zleb's eye. Let's check for other permanent injuries, because I wouldn't mind making more bionics to help with that. I think it's really only the burn scar. Zleb almost lost a leg, but didn't, technically. Yep, just the burn scar. Okay. Well, that's easy enough to do. So, light receptor, bionic eye, advanced bionic eye. Oh! And this is on the Rhadamant tile again. Alright. Well, don't really care. Okay, enjoy your hypothermia, loser. This one, I don't think is going to hit hypothermia, though. They are cyclically suppressed. So I guess it was males that were getting suppressed, not females. But their gear protects them pretty well from hypothermia, so it's possible that they don't become hypothermically shut down. Can't say for sure, though. Alright, Zleb's the one that's going to get hit with the preach health. Because Zleb did take a whole lot of damage. The other way to deal with the eye would be to put him into the Biosculptor pod, but I'd rather just make a bionic. It's going to be cheaper and faster. Okay, finishing up the tending. Oops. Not what I meant to click. And here, as a point of reference, it is... I think we'll have a log. We'll have a log of the last injuries, so we'll see how fast Zleb's limb heals from basically 0. Because he was essentially at 1 out of 30. So, with the healing enhancer, with the synthetic heart, with all of the other benefits that Zleb has, I'm really curious as to how long it takes. I don't think it will take very long. And now everyone's been patched up. Cool. Obviously, I could have used lances or different psycasts. I could have played this a little bit safer, but it is definitely fun to just leap before you look. 100% my style. 100% Wendigo style, I should say. So up to 3 already. And we're just like 5 hours later. Not bad. Hey, Ambers. I'm going to have you, if you don't need rest, you need a little bit of recreation, but I'm going to have you assemble the bionic eye. Some pretty nasty headbutts from the centipedes, I gotta say. I was impressed. So, if we take a look at the last, we've had quite the cluster of raids. Really hasn't set us back very much. And Mega Swarm, thank you for the follow. Oh, and that sound there was a tip, I think. Was it not? We'll log in and find out. It was. Thank you, Randall Thor. I should just assume it's you at this point, given how often it happens. Well, thank you. Uh-oh, medical emergency. Ah, you'll be fine. So she's not going to be able to stand up for a little bit because she's in extreme infection, but she's going to recover. The Prime Wendigo and Slaughter is still on cooldown, but only for another few hours. So it'll be fine. Thank you for tuning in to Wendigos, which originally streamed live on Twitch January 9th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, Wendigos.